Tomyris. History is often written in the names of men. Kings, emperors, conquerors. But there are some names that history does not simply record. History fears them. Today, I will tell you about a woman. Not one raised in palaces, not one wrapped in silk, but one who forced the greatest empire of her age to kneel. Today, I will tell you about Tomyris. Born in the heart of the steppe, raised on horseback, and immortalized her name with the blood of an emperor. The lands where Tomyris was born were not gentle. They hardened those who lived upon them. The Massagetae, a people of the vast steppes, who treated the horse as a weapon and the wind as a companion. Here, children, learn to shoot arrows before they learn to walk. Met death not through fairy tales, but through life itself. Tomyris grew up in such a world. No one told her, "One day you will be queen." They taught her only this: stand. And on the steppe, standing meant either becoming strong or disappearing. In Tomyris' time, women were often pushed into the background, but on the steppe, things were different. Among the Massagetae, women rode horses, women shot arrows, women fought, and when necessary, women ruled. Tomyris was not merely the wife of a ruler. She rose through her intellect and her will. When her husband died, she did not become a regent. She did not seek a male guardian. That day, Tomyris became queen alone. At that time, a great power was rising in the world. The Persian Empire. At its head stood one of history's most famous conquerors, Cyrus the Great. Where Cyrus looked, he saw only one thing: land to be conquered, and he set his eyes upon the steppes of the Massagetae. But before him stood no king to be bought with gold, no people to be frightened. Before him stood Tomyris. Cyrus did not begin with the sword. He began with strategy. He sent envoys to Tomyris. The message was clear: marry me. Let your lands become mine. Let no blood be spilled. It was not a marriage proposal. It was an invasion plan. Tomyris did not delay her answer. It was not polite. It was not soft. In essence, she said, "My country is not for sale through marriage." With that sentence, an emperor's pride was shattered. War became inevitable. This time, Cyrus turned to trickery. He used something unfamiliar to the Massagetae warriors: wine. He left behind a camp. Food. Drink! The Massagetae believed it to be spoils of war. They drank. They became intoxicated. The Persians attacked. Tomyris' son was captured. When he awoke, he was in chains. Rather than live as a prisoner, the son of a queen chose death. He ended his own life. In that moment, the woman inside Tomyris died. What remained was a mother and a queen. Tomyris sent a message to Cyrus. It was not a threat, it was a promise. She is said to have declared, "You took my son through deceit. If you are not yet satisfied with blood, I will give you blood until you are." With those words, diplomacy ended. History began. Tomyris took command of her army. This was not symbolic, it was real. She was on horseback, armored, bow and spear in hand. The Massagetae were swift, disciplined, furious. When the battle began, the steppe was drenched in blood. The Persian army was organized. But the Massagetae were like a wild storm. And in the end, Cyrus the Great was killed. According to legend, Tomyris ordered Cyrus' head to be severed. She had a wineskin filled with blood, and she said, "You were never satisfied with blood in life. Now drink your fill." This scene became one of the harshest moments in ancient history, a symbol of how a woman defeated an emperor. Tomyris represents unyielding will, the power of female leadership, the free spirit of the steppe. She was not a fairy tale heroine, she was real. And history proved this. Power does not lie in the crown. Power lies in determination. Even today, in novels, in documentaries, in narratives of women's leadership, the name Tomyris is spoken. And the reason is simple. Some people die. Some people are forgotten. But some live on by making history tremble.